Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are here for the first time. If you saw my yesterday's video, you know that I am sick. If you didn't, you probably can hear it from my voice. I hate being sick, I just want to be healthy again, but I thought that, you know what, now that I am sick, I'm going to take a full advance of this situation and I'm going to film a tutorial how to make yourself look not like a zombie when you are sick. So, as you may see, I look terrible. I will do just something to brighten up my face to make myself look more awake and not so tired and sick. I don't want to waste my time to my hair, so I'm just going to brush it. I have just a tangle teaser here, so I'm just going to brush it and throw it on a high ponytail. Okay, so that's good enough. Ponytail is never the most glamorous thing in the world, but I think it's practical. So let's get into the makeup. So I'm going to start with the Balm Hydro Fix Primer Water. So this is supposed to be hydrating, smoothing, lightweight and pore minimizing. I actually do really like this. I think this is smoothing and hydrating. I'm going to use another primer on certain areas, but in the meanwhile, when I'm letting this one to dry and set in, I'm going to exfoliate my lips, so I'm using just the e.l.f. lip exfoliator. Going to take off the lip exfoliator, and now I'm putting on some lip balm. So this is the Body Shop lip balm. So this is unfortunately not vegan, but I'm just trying to, finish this. All the products I'm using are cruelty free, but not everything is vegan. I will write everything down below and I will mark it clearly. I'm drinking here some coffee, so I have this quite a big mug of coffee. This is my third mug this morning. I have been awake about 2 hours and this is my third cup. I haven't eaten anything. I have difficulties to eat when I'm sick. I do have some vegan ice cream on the freezer. I think that will be my breakfast. But when I'm sick, I don't want to eat anything. I just want to drink coffee. I will be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Primer. I'm not going to use this all over my face. I don't want to use this in the areas where I have a lot of pores. I'm going to put this to the outer parts of my cheeks and to the high points of my cheeks and to my forehead. So today I'm not going for full coverage foundation. I'm just going to use this Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. So I really like this foundation. It's really long lasting. It is like medium buildable coverage. Just going to put it all over my face. Then I'm going to blend it in with the Eco Tools sponge. And this is damp. Okay, the foundation is now blended. I can see some redness here in my cheeks still. Usually I do put 2 layers to my cheeks with this foundation. However, today I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to mix 2 concealers. I'm first going to put under my eyes this Essence concealer. These are in my weekly makeup basket right now. This is very sheer coverage and I don't like the fact that this actually goes like very orange. I'm going to put this under my eyes. As you may notice, this already started to go orange here. So I'm going to mix in some Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and this is the Instead Fair Neutral. This is a little bit too light for me on its own. I have been using it. Now I have found that the best way for me to use it is actually to mix it in with a little bit more sheer coverage concealer. So I'm going to put this here. Usually I do put concealer on the high points of my face. I'm going to put just a little bit to my nose because I think it's all red. I will not put the concealer today to my forehead because this concealer is very matte and I do have the dewy primer situation going on my forehead. I don't want to mess up with that. So I'm now going to blend in the concealer with the same Eco Tools sponge. Okay, so then I'm going to put on some eyeshadow primer. I like to put eyeshadow primer on before setting my face. I'm using this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I have it in shade Eden. You can skip eyeshadow primer if you think that you don't have to use one, if you think concealer is enough for you. However, I do have extremely hooded and quite oily eyelids, so I cannot get away with only using concealer as my eye primer. I usually put on eyeshadow primer even when I'm not using at all eyeshadow, if I'm just going to like powder my eyes, because otherwise I have disgusting creasy situation going on my eyelids. Okay, so I'm going to set my face now. I'm using this e.l.f. HD powder. I'm too tired now to play with multiple powders, even though I usually use different powder to set my under eye and all face. I took you a little bit closer because I'm going to do my eyes now, so I'm starting with brows. Brows are something that usually take me about 10 to 15 minutes every day to do. I do not want to spend that much time to my brows when I'm sick, so I'm using a quick and easy brow product. So this is the Pixie Natural Brow Duo. So it has this angled shape brow pencil and it also has a brow gel. So I'm just going to draw my eyebrows with this pen.
I need to take a more lightweight mirror.
Okay, so I think my eyebrows are now good enough. They are not perfect. Usually I am like perfectionist with my eyebrows, but not today. They are good enough and I'm going to use the brow gel side. I want to do a neutral eye look but still use colors that are like brightening. So I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette and I'm going to use up row here. I'm not going to do anything too precise and too fancy. And I apologize that some of my brushes are a little bit dirty, but I'm sick. I'm not going to wash my brushes now. So I'm just going to use what I have. I'm going to start with this shade here, this like light orangey beige. So I'm going to bring that to my transition shade. Next I'm going in with this little bit deeper orangey brown. Okay, then on my lid I'm going to use this lighter shimmery peachy shade. I'm first trying to use it without setting spray, but let's see how it works. You definitely can leave it like this, but I want to make the shadow look more pigmented. I'm going to spray some Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist to my brush and I'm going to pack the color on just a little bit more. Then I'm putting this just a little bit more with my finger. So pretty, but you have to pack on this color quite much. Then I'm moving to lower lash line, so I'm bringing the lighter matte orangey brown shade. I'm bringing it through all of my lower lash line. And I'm also smudging the deeper brown to the outer part of my lower lash line. I'm also bringing the shimmery shade to the inner part of my lower lash line. I'm using a pencil brush and I'm going to spray some setting spray to it. I think shimmery eyeshadows really do like brighten the look and open the look. I hate it if somebody says it that people with hooded eyes cannot use shimmers or foiled eyeshadows. Like, why the fuck not? I do have extremely hooded lids, but I do use shimmers and foiled shadows if I want to. I don't really care. Okay, so next I'm going to put this light cream shade to my brow bone, so it will be my brow bone highlighter. This is actually very close to my skin tone, so I don't know how much of highlight this is. Okay, so now I'm going to line my eyes. This part is completely optional, and the only reason I am doing this is because I am putting on some false lashes. I'm just going to draw a very thin line to my lash line. No wing or nothing. I will put on false lashes, and I know that this may sound weird, that this is like just easy, quick, everyday type of makeup when I'm sick. I know not everybody wears false lashes all the time, and I understand that to like normal people who are not that much into makeup, false lashes are maybe something they do on special occasions, if they do them at all. However, I wear false lashes 7 days in a week. In my makeup routine, false lashes is probably the part that makes me look most awake. They open my eyes so much. And today I'm not going to put on any fancy lashes, I'm just going to put on accent lashes. So these are the Eyelure lashes in 100, but I have cut them to be accent lashes. So they are only on the outer part of my eyes. So what I will do now is I'm going to curl my lashes, put on some mascara, quite much, and then I'm going to put on the false lashes. Okay, there is only one part in eyes to do, and it is waterline. So for me it is very important when I want to make myself look more awake that I do a brightening, eye-opening waterline. So I'm going to use the Body Shop Matte White Kajal. Then I'm just wiping out the fallout. I have just a little bit, not too much, and I also do have some mascara smudging on my other eye, so I'm going to take that off now that the mascara is completely dry. Okay, the eyes are done now, and it's time to finish the rest of the makeup. So I'm not going to do too precise contouring. I'm just going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer to bronze up my face and a little bit define my face also. I'm just taking this and slapping it to places where I would like to contour. This brush is like the best for bronzer in my opinion. It is the Eco Tools Complexion Collection powder brush because it has dual fiber bristles. I think it's amazing with bronzer. It doesn't pick up too much product and it blends it in beautifully. When you want to make yourself look more awake, blush is one of the most important things to do. It brings so much life to your face. So I'm going to use the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm sure everybody knows what this blush looks like, but it's this peachy, luminous, glowy looking blush. Then it's time to highlight, and I'm using the BH Cosmetics Spotlight palette. I'm going to use this shade here. It's called Ethereal. So it's like duochromatic shade. It looks white, but it has a very strong beach duochrome thing going on. These highlighters are really stunning. They are one of the best highlighters I have ever used, if not the best. Like the best highlighter that I have tried before these is the Becca highlighter. I have it in Champagne Pop. But you know what? I'm going to do a review of this palette later. But this shade green, this is an exact dupe for Champagne Pop. I just love it. Oh, so pretty. It's just for me now a little bit too dark. There you can see it. Also going to highlight a little bit my Cupid's bow and the inner corners. Usually when my eyeshadow is this basic, I'm using some little bit more visible lip color, but today I don't want to worry too much about my lip color, so I'm just going to put on some nude peachy thing to my lips. I'm first lining and filling in my lips with the Coach Velvet Touch lip liner, and this is in shade Angel Kiss. This is a very light nude lip liner. And to the top of the lip liner I'm going to put some Pacifica lip gloss. So this is their lip gloss in shade Opal. This is a very light peachy shade. And to finish my makeup look I'm just going to use the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. Okay, so this is the finished look, and honestly, I will be just home today, but I like doing makeup even when I'm home, and it definitely cheers my mood when I can do makeup and it makes me feel better. So I'm really happy with the result. It's very basic, quite neutral, but I really think it made me look more awake and it really did brighten up my face. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please put thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye bye.